Okay, here's our next installment. So this is my framing support for the vivarium section of the 12-foot paludarium that I'm going to build. And each of these verticals are anchored into the concrete wall. Then down here, I ended up using 1x2s because the stonework is actually raised out from the paneling, so I couldn't do a regular 2x4, and I don't want to rip the stone off. I think that's going to be plenty. And then, so this is how much room I want to have for the dirted area. And as you can see, I'm going to slant the back on this thing, partly because I want to have air circulation back behind here, and partly I think it'll make it easier to get moisture to everything coming down the wall without having to build it way out. Where we're at right here, this is going to be the back side of the 125-gallon aquariums. I've still got to put some support members going from here to here, and then I can start building my plywood box that's going to sit here. And then I'm going to do it in 2 sections so that I can take it out and foam it and everything. I've got pond epoxy to seal it all with, so we're going to give that a go. And these red and black lines, these are going to be water lines coming from a sump system from my RO water. I'm going to have me either a 5 or a 10-gallon aquarium down here with a float valve on it, and I'm going to have 2 mist system pumps. The reason I use 2 different colors is because it's going to take me a while to get glass fronts to go on this, and I want to be able to have a rain feature at least over the terrestrial section of everything to keep everything misted and watered. And then I can add more to it once I get the glass panels in. And then the other line will actually run the mist system that I want to install all the way across. So I got those installed so I don't ever have to worry about them. And the RO water will keep the nozzles cleaner. And if I need to add a little bit of fertilizer to it, I can do that, no problem. And then underneath here, I'm going to build some rollout trays to hold all of my supplies. And my goal is to maybe get rid of all this right here and see if I can't slide this down. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think this is as far as I'm going to be able to go, and the door's still fully open, so that may not end up mattering. So we're still looking at doing 3 40 gallons here, maybe one of them being this terrarium, and then I have 1 or 2 75 vertical terrariums that I'm going to install here, and then I'll repeat that over here and everything. And then I can just wheel the terrariums out of the way if I need to ever have to get in and replace these tanks. I picked up some universal backgrounds to go on these tanks. I've still got to order some gravel, and the vivarium section of this build is going to be kind of like this. So it's ambitious. This is 3 foot by 3 foot by 2 foot. Some of these plants are just simply too large for this, so they're going to get transferred into the new one. And then I've got a whole room full of other plants just waiting to go in, and it's going to be fun. So we'll see how it goes.